Hi, welcome to Oakwood's World. I'm Mrs. Oakwood and I'm here to teach you how to do all things Google Classroom. Let's start today with getting into and joining a class on Google Classroom. So get on the internet, doesn't really matter where you start. I would recommend getting to Google just because that's a good place to log into your Google account, and there are some great shortcuts to getting to Classroom if you're already on Google. So when I get onto Google, if I'm not signed in at all, you're going to notice the big old blue sign in button. If you're already signed into a Google account, you're going to see your picture or the first letter of probably your first or maybe your last name. Make sure it's your school account, because if you're using Google Classroom for school, you're going to have to use your school account. And if you're not sure what that is, make sure you contact your teacher or contact your school. So I'm going to sign in. And if you have Google accounts like I do, you'll see all kinds of accounts here. If not, just you'll see sign in. So I want to make sure I sign in with my school email address. Or in this case, I'm going to sign in with my dummy account. It's not a dummy account, it's just an old account I use. So I'm going to sign into my account. And once you do, you're going to notice it still looks like Google. Nothing fancy. So what this has done, though, is that now, like, I see that my initials here, that's what I have instead of a picture, and it's got my email address I'm using. You'll also notice the waffle is here. This is a super scientific term used by Google. This grid or waffle, as they call it. If you click on it, you see all kinds of cool Google apps that you can use. So if you're using it for school, you're going to probably see Classroom pretty high up here. Since this is actually a personal account, my Classroom's down here. So I could go ahead and just click on Classroom that way. If, back up for a second, you don't see Classroom, you're on Google. You can Google search. Look up Google Classroom. Just be careful. Because see, my first result, this is not going to take me to Google Classroom. Make sure it says classroom.google.com, which you can also just type up in your browser bar. Make sure I'm going to the right place. And if you've used Google Classroom before, it should take you to this page where I see all my classes. If you haven't used Google Classroom, the only difference is it's going to pop up a little screen that asks if you're a teacher or a student. Tell Google you're a student. It's okay. It's just they need to know that so they know what kind of settings you're going to probably mostly be using. All right, so once I get in, I need to join a class. Okay, if my teacher's already enrolled me in the class, then I should see a box like this, but instead of these little icons, there'll be a button that says enroll or join. And then I can click it and then I'm in my class. But my teacher didn't put me in the class. I have to join it. So that means my teacher has given me a code. So what I have to do is click on this plus sign and hit join class. Now your teacher will give you a code, and to save time, I've copied my code that I need already. So it will be, I believe usually 7 characters, combination of letters and numbers. Sometimes there's capitals, sometimes there's not. Just copy whatever you're given. I'm going to click join. And Google's going to think here for a moment. And now I'm in my class. So when I can see this, I have made it to my class. And then next time, the next time I go to Google Classroom, my new class is on here. So that's how you join a class and get into a class on Google Classroom. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, my email is in the video description. Feel free to send me an email anytime. Keep on working.